bonsoir. This is
Oui,
not
oui.
this is not a French workshop, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I'm
Uh,
bilingual.
really?
Or wait, sorry, bisexual.
Okay. I'll just like keep watching, Mr. So where's your? Can you show me your terminal again? See if things are running as intended. It looks like it works. Okay. So let me know if that fixes it. If not, we'll do. I'll do a private session with you.
What should it say in the end? Should it say like it should say like completed and
No,
like
nothing.
nothing fishy?
If you get an error message, it's not. It didn't work, and if you don't, then you're good.
Wonderful. So I'll sit tight.
Alright, alright. Do this. What do we do today? What do we do today? What do you feel like doing?
I am just happy to be along for the ride, sir. What do you think?
I don't know. We could check what's there
Okay.
and see if there's some stuff we can vote on. What do you think?
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
And then we'll try to break things like we usually do on SanchoNet.
Sweet.
As a
Just
as a
pulling up
mechanic,
my
sometimes do you say as a mechanic, sometimes do you say I'll fucking break it?
Me? I never say that.
Yeah. You used to joke around like that.
Do I?
When I was in a shop.
No, I'm with the good
Mike.
guy.
Mike doesn't curse.
I'm with the good guys in this fork. In this fork, I'm a
Right.
good guy. I try to.
He put his evil ways behind him.
Yeah, that's another self. In another
Yeah,
fork, I'll
moving
do another
forward,
fork.
next lifetime.
In another fork,
He,
I'll do
he was a
another
pirate in
fork,
his
another
lifetime.
All right, D-Rep. Let's do this.
So, what's on the agenda for today's stream?
I'll say it's up to you. Do you have a? Are you a D-Rep? Are you a D-Rep?
I think so. So I followed the instructions that you showed me last time about registering as a D-Rep on the Lace wallet.
Okay.
So I did that. It's all on testnet at the moment, isn't it? There's no live net version.
No.
There's no mainnet version.
That's correct. It's on testnet right now as we speak.
Okay. So I suppose I am a testnet D-Rep then. I did some practicing some voting and all that stuff. But what is the benefit of? You said that there's more control if you run your own node.
Yeah.
And do things that way. Is it a big difference in say I wanted to become like a full-on D-Rep? Would doing it through Lace hinder or limit me?
No, you'll be able to do that, right, Mike? I mean, you don't have to run a full node, but it's just more control for you if you do it that way.
Yeah.
What
Sorry,
sort of
Mike.
control are we talking about?
Because it's your node. So you are personally connected to the blockchain. So everything you submit goes through your node, not
Correct. Yeah.
Lace's wallet's node. So you
Right.
own the server that submits your transactions. That being said, you also have access to every possible features that's available right now, which might not be on the website of sanchogov.tools. So that's another advantage.
Right.
If you give me a second, if you want to spin up a node,
Yeah, I've been finding it
Always.
hard to find any tutorials for starting up a node that are for Windows because I use a Windows OS.
All right. I could show you, actually. Should I do that? Maybe. What do you guys think? To start a node from Windows, it is actually possible, but your terminal, the terminal you're going to use is the PowerShell.
Yes, yes. You told me to have a look and type in SL what was it? SCL or something? S in the PowerShell is to
SSH.
can't remember what the
SSH.
SSH. That's the one. Yeah,
Yes.
to
Yes.
see if anything comes up. Yeah, yeah. So stuff came up with that one. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about this stuff, so you guys are gonna have to bear with me.
I'll show it to you.
How dare you?
I could
I'm
actually.
We
learning.
could
Hey,
we
this
we
is
could vote on some yeah new governance actions, Mike. That'd be cool. Sorry, I
that
know
would be
you're
cool too.
yeah. It's
That'd be
always kind of
cool.
interesting.
Dare you seek knowledge?
Yeah. So this is, for example, yeah, I could do that. Or actually, if you want to, I can give you a private session, or we could do a full workshop on that too. We haven't made an installation for on Windows, right? But you will still need some sort of Linux server. We can simulate
Mhm.
that. So, as you may not know, I do have one here that is a virtual machine. So I could actually connect to it using an SSH connection. So if you open your PowerShell and you do SSH and you press enter, if you see this, it means that it is,
Yes.
you do have the client. So it's cool. You can generate your own keys. And from that,
Good.
then yeah, it's might be a little complicated to explain in a workshop like this. I could do a tutorial for that with Van if he accepts. About how to install a SanchoNet node from a Windows base. That's what I just did with Bob right here. So he has his server that we virtualized, and then
Mhm.
from there he doesn't have to use it. So he just like put it somewhere in his screen and he doesn't open it anymore. And from his PowerShell he connects to it, and when he's connected um, to his fake server, virtualized server, then he can, just copy paste the commands and play with it from his Windows
Mm.
PowerShell. Uh, that I cannot do it right now.
Windows or Apple?
Windows.
I thought he said, oh, Windows. Okay. I thought he
Yeah.
said he had an Apple computer.
No, I don't
My
own
bad.
an Apple computer. But yeah, if you wanted to, we could do that on the next workshop if you guys want to. It's just that right now, well, yeah, you're a D rep. We're gonna do D rep stuff. But if you want a full node, I could actually show it in the next workshop and make an entire tutorial video out of that. Or if you want to, you're on Discord. Since you're on Discord, we could organize something with Van and make a tutorial video, and you could be there as well to ask your questions. That would be nice.
Yeah,
That
that'd be cool.
sounds
We should
This,
do that
this would
sometime.
sounds
this
really
would
good.
make this would make literally a tutorial video. So I would put that video in the tutorials and guide sections instead of just workshop. If you want to, we could schedule something. Uh,
Yeah, that sounds great.
all right. That being said, what you're going to see as soon as you connect to your server, your PowerShell is going to look like this, pretty much. You will see in greenish your username, the server name, and then a
Mm.
little wavy in $, which means that you're connected to a Windows, not a Windows, your Linux server. So that's where I'm at right now. And from there, I have that little tool to monitorize my node, which is not open.
He means monitor.
It's not open. We'll open it. We'll start the service. Sudo system ctl start SanchoNode.service. The password then is fucking awesome. There you go.
You don't have your you don't have your you don't have it set up to start automatically?
No, because who's that? Just,
Sorry, that's my daughter. I'm gonna mute my mic.
there's a baby in the background. That's okay. If she wants to talk about governance stuff, if she talks about other topics, then you're gonna have to mute your mic. But if your daughter
Yeah, we
wants
gotta
to
keep
talk
it
about
focused on governance.
it is governance stuff. But it's for
Yeah,
everyone.
maybe when she turns 5, I'll teach her how to be a proper governance on
Yeah.
person on Cardano.
Kids are notoriously kind of anti-governance.
Yeah, they're anti-dictatorships of the parents. Yeah. Okay.
Freedom fighters, if you will.
So as you can see, I just started my node and it's not synchronized, but almost synchronized.
How
And
embarrassing.
it is connected in peer-to-peer, as you can see. So I'm connected to many nodes. It should be synchronized soon. What it pretty much means is that if I try to query things, it might not look like what's on chain right now. So if I want, to see everything that has been presently submitted, I'm gonna have to wait just a little bit. Shouldn't take too long, right?
When was the last time you synced up?
Last workshop, last week.
Oh wow.
It won't take long. Yeah. Okay. So that being done, we could get back to here. And we're gonna go to SanchoGov.tools.
SanchoGov.tools.
Yeah. Oh, it connects my wallet automatically. How sweet. So I'm a DREP. I think I am. Yes, I am. I got a DREP ID. And I'm gonna go into governance actions and see what's there. There's a lot of no confidence, but there's no committee. Or is there a committee? There might be a committee.
No, I checked yesterday, I think, and
There's none?
or yeah, let me double check real quick. Yeah.
Okay. So we have all those governance actions. Let's see. New constitutional committee, quorum size. I usually vote no on committee governance action that only add a single committee member to the to the committee, unless there's already a committee in place and that you just want to add one more person to it. So let's see this one. This one only has one key hash, which is bad. That one has no key hash. Interesting. We have a useless committee here. Oh no, wait. Just wanted to change the quorum probably to 50%. Are you sure there's no committee?
I'm checking right now here, 1 second.
Here I see 2 key hash. That's better than nothing.
If it is, it's a brand new one. It's a brand, because I checked either yesterday or day before, and it said there was no members on the committee.
Quite possible.
But let me tell you right here. Committee
Uh,
state.
yeah, so right now I'm synchronizing.
So there's two. Yeah, there's 2 members now. So it's been updated.
There's a committee?
Yeah, there's 2. I just did committee check the queried the committee state, and there's 2 key hashes here. It says epoch
Oh.
280. So somebody somebody got something passed in the last 24 to 48 hours for sure. Because I definitely checked, I think maybe it was 2 days ago and there was no members. Yeah, the key hash, I will share them in the chat right now because we could just, I wonder who it is.
That'll be interesting.
2-member committee. I know you feel jealous right now, Mike. You feel that past glory, that past power that was flowing through you, and now they came along and took it.
I'm
It's
almost
got a
synchronized. I'm almost synchronized. Oh, I lost you. Oh no. Oh, he's back. I lost you, Van.
my bad, guys. Sorry about that.
I'm synchronized. Let's go see it. Okay. Cardano CLI will do Conway query committee.
Committee state, right?
Yeah. State testnet magic 4.
I made a little script for that, so it's just
Oh.
called committee state, and
Yeah, we do have a committee. And
yeah, that's brand new. That's brand new.
And they're authorized, so that means they activated their keys. Oh wait, but it says to be removed.
Yeah, I was curious about that. It says member authorized next epoch change to be removed. Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Let's go see it. Maybe it's a no confidence. Who knows? That's
Yeah, so
interesting.
that was updated today from what I understand, because we're in 280 right now. We have 4 minutes left in 280, so that means sometime today those 2 members were added, right?
I'm gonna have to check
Or
that.
that governance action must have gotten enough yes votes. I didn't vote yes on it, as far as I know.
GovState, testnet magic 4, and we'll look for the well, I'll start with the enact state.
Do these governance actions on the testnet mean anything, or are they just for fun at the moment?
Oh, they're just for
Yeah, we're
fun.
just testing the tools. Yeah, it's just to test the tools and try to get a sense of how they might work. I've got a crazy tip differential right now for the node. I have a 72, 74. I wonder if it's because the epoch is about to change. We can celebrate epoch's end here on SanchoNet in about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh yeah, and if you guys are curious, it's every 1 day, right, Mike? Is a epoch on SanchoNet?
Every 1 day. Yeah, 24 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like we're testing out the tools, but epochs are happening 5 times faster than they normally would.
If I look at the enact state, I see no committee, which is very interesting. And
I'm sorry, if you look, oh, okay.
the enact state, there's no committee.
Well, okay, so that'll be interesting. What if it shows up at the change of the epoch?
An
Right?
enacted committee, there's null, so it doesn't show like there's a committee. I'll just check the next enact state, next ratify state, next ratify state. Let's see this. Next ratify state, we have still no.
Are you sharing your screen right now, Mike?
Am I? Oh no, I'm not. Am I? Yeah, I'm
I can't,
supposed
I
to.
don't
Yeah,
see it, but
man.
maybe it's just me. You are, okay. That's me then.
Did you connect to it? You have to click on my face and then do watch stream.
Oh, click on your face, okay.
You guys see it?
I see it.
I guess
Yeah,
I'm
I
just an
see it.
asshole.
There's no committee. Not even in
Give
the.
it 2 minutes. Give it 2 minutes. Let's see what happens when the epoch changes, because it's 280 still. So they might have added that. That might have hit the threshold 5 minutes ago. For all we know, right?
Well, even that, I should be able to see it in the next ratify state. So this is the
Oh,
what is it?
sorry. You're right.
This is
Yeah,
what is going
that
to
makes sense.
happen. And the ratification is not delayed. That's weird.
How did you
I
check
was
the
wondering if
next governance state? Sorry.
I was wondering if you guys were saying if people started a committee, and then it sounded like you said that maybe the committee was removed or they removed people from the committee.
That's quite possible.
Mhm.
Because it says to be removed there, next epoch change, and the status is unrecognized. So we probably had one. Oh, look at that. Epoch 280.
So do you think someone set it up maybe yesterday or the day before and they did it as a temporary test maybe? They just wanted to see and then they were gonna that's
No,
not it?
it just kept track of it. We had
Because yeah.
we had a committee. Looks like we had one and they got removed.
But that means that they got added and removed in the last, I mean, it's got to be 24 hours because I literally checked the committee state I think 2 days ago and it was just null. There was nothing.
Really?
So that means like that, yeah. So that, I mean, unless I did something wrong, but I checked the committee state. So since I checked that at maybe 48 hours ago, they added it and now they're removing themselves, which is odd for sure.
Uh,
Doesn't really make a lot of sense.
I mean, don't you think they were trying to see if they could make that change happen within one epoch?
that doesn't make any
Well, they would have had to
sense.
get enough yes votes though too to pass that. They can't just unilaterally form a new committee. They have to get people would have had to vote on it. And
No, because we have no previous. Look at that. We have no previous action for committee. How that? It's impossible.
freaking SanchoNet
That's
always
weird.
glitching out on us.
Yeah, it
We
definitively
should we
is.
should we should ask the IOG guys about that. I wonder if maybe they're doing something in-house just for shits and giggles for tests and stuff, you know. Maybe we just caught it at an interesting time.
Yeah, I will because this is very interesting there. Still, it says null. Enacted committee null, null, and null everywhere. And I don't see no committee up there as well.
But you were seeing the you you queried the current state, right? You saw the two members.
There's something in the yeah, which is why.
Interesting.
Well, it says unrecognized. So did somebody try to
Oh, okay. Yeah.
operation null? There is a committee key hash. That is weird. To be removed.
Committee state.
The member is authorized, so there's a certificate. Authorization
Wait, try it
certificate
one
is
more
verified.
time, Mike. Check it again right now. Just rerun that command.
Why? Because we changed. We changed the. Oh yeah, we just switched.
Yeah, so check it now. See, this is what it looked like the other
What
day.
the hell?
We
Okay.
just saw we caught something interesting right there. That's just funny that we happened to check. It must have been a test. That's the only thing that makes sense. IOG must have done some type of test for the committee and they didn't think we'd notice. That is funny.
There's no track of it. Okay, okay. Let's speculate. Let's speculate. Okay. Must have had a governance action for that. Do we still have the key hash? I should have kept the key hash. Fuck me.
Oh yeah. Well, the governance action, yeah, would have had
Do
a.
you have it on the terminal? Did you erase it, or you still have it? Can you share me the key hash of those two
I don't
members?
have it.
Ah,
No, I should have saved it. Wow.
let's see the next ratify state. How does it look? It says null. The only reason I would see this is because somebody submitted an invalid governance action and for some reason it glitched its way into the committee state. This is weird. Enacted action. No, nothing. Nothing there. We have no committee right now.
Well, let's vote for one of these committees that's been proposed, shall we? Since it's technically open season.
It is. Definitively is.
We have a surprising amount of governance actions for constitutional committees and quorum size, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm definitively going to report that piece of video I just did with the committee state. This is weird. Okay. Yeah, let's query that. Let's go see the proposals.
Can you track? Because we don't know the governance action ID for the most recently passed. Oh, because it's not showing up, right?
No.
So we don't know how to find it, right?
It technically
Oh
didn't
yeah, that's
happen.
strange.
It is. It really is. I got a bunch of
Hmm.
info action, treasury withdrawals. Treasury withdrawals. Should have a committee. All those greedy
Somebody
people asking
proposed a
for
bunch
money.
of stuff on March 14th, it looks like. Was that when GovTool came back online? Like a week ago?
I don't know. We have a constitution here proposal. GitHub user, that's from Iron Mask.
Oh, I think I looked at that. It's just a test. It's like a little test.
Okay.
I checked that link. It's just like Baba or something. Somebody
Okay,
messing around.
look at that. We got here, update committee. We have, I think it's the one. We have 2 key hash proposed in last epoch. So it has been proposed last epoch. It has been voted on.
So a whale voted on it. Voted yes.
We could check.
Must have, because it had to meet the threshold, right?
There's two, well, there's 2 key hash here.
But there's only one yes vote, so it's like it had to be one giant yes vote, right? Because then but what if somebody proposed it and then voted yes instantly?
No, even that, you need the stake pool operators vote. There's none.
Oh yeah.
You need both thresholds. And the threshold as it
Oh
is
right.
right now, what is it? What is the threshold right now?
There's no stake pool votes.
51%. Oh my God. We need to lower that. We need to lower that, or else we won't be able to do anything.
You want to do that? We could.
There is a governance action for that.
Oh okay.
I just don't know if it expired. I'll go check it. Where is it? I
Oh
can see
right,
it
the
from
one we came up with.
a new committee. It was an update of protocol parameter. Oh, we can't see it. Where? Oh, there's info, treasury, art fork, update constitution, committee size.
Let's do something today where it gives me power. What's something we could do right now that would give me more power? That
What do you
sounds
mean?
fun. I just want to have more Sancho power.
You almost Sancho power.
I guess that would
Okay.
mean getting on the constitutional committee. Maybe that'd be cool.
Do you want to generate
I'd
your
like to
key?
do that.
Do you want to generate your key?
I think I did that actually.
Okay,
Didn't I?
so okay, as it is right now, we have no constitutional committee, but I could gather some people's keys and we could submit a governance action to elect those people, but it's never gonna pass.
Because we can't get the SPOs.
Yeah, you need, well, there's 32 SPOs right now on SanchoNet, and all of them have 1 million stake because that's a flat amount for everyone. So since they all have an equal share of power, of stake power, you need half of them plus one.
Okay, well, okay, here's what we do though. We add 1 or 2 IOG stooges, and then then IOG puts out the word to the SPOs in the Discord and rallies together, hey, do this, Cardano, Sancho needs you, vote for this action, SPOs. And you know what I mean? We could get 8 or 9 people on the committee, and at least 1 or 2 IOG employees. Because we could get 14 or 15, or I guess we'd need 17, 16, 17 SPOs. But I mean, maybe someone at IOG could send a ton of ADA to one SPO though, right? I mean, that might even be easier. Just get a whale SPO. But to do it democratically, it'd only be right to try to rally the SPOs to vote for it. Unless you think that's a waste of time.
It's a waste of time. It's not gonna happen.
It's fucking lazy SPOs.
No, I would personally lower that threshold if that was me. Enacted parameter update. I want to see.
So
what
that didn't
is.
pass last time because we already tried that, right? We didn't get enough yes votes. Didn't we try to drop it to 4% or whatever? Or 6-7%?
Yes, we did try that. I'm going to.
And we both voted yes on it, as far as I remember.
I got the governance action ID right here. I'll just copy paste it. It's on the, if you guys want to look for it, it's in the requiring vote channel of this Discord.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you don't have to. I'll just like write it down here so we can see it.
Oh yeah, duh, it's right here.
And I'll copy this and paste it here. And it's not there.
So it expired.
Oh yeah, it is. It expires at that epoch 277, so it didn't pass.
3 days ago, yeah.
We'll redo it.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Let's do it again.
That's a good idea. Oh, I didn't forget, but I kind of lost track of the days. I wasn't sure if it had expired already, so I didn't tell people. But we'll get some people to vote on this one and make sure it passes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to, because
Put those lazy SPOs in their place, scumbags.
Is it is it understandable for everyone what we just said? It could be confusing. On SanchoNet right now, the threshold for stake pools is 51%. So it means that if they all have equal stake amount to their stake pools, we need half of them plus one to vote yes on our proposal to have a constitutional committee just to cross their thresholds. And we also need to cross the DREP threshold.
It's like the Congress and the Senate in the US, it's 2 houses of one body, and you have to reach different thresholds in different sections. Rough analogy, but yeah, the SPOs are kind of like the senators, and the DREPs are kind of like the House of Representatives, but they both have to come together for something to pass. So we want to lower the SPO threshold.
Yes.
We want to slap the senators in the face and say, you guys are lazy douchebags. No, we wouldn't say that. We're better than that. We would just say, hey, we couldn't get all you guys to vote to support this, so we're going to lower your threshold. So we only need 4% of you guys to support something for us to update the Constitutional Committee. So it's kind of a tricky way to get around the SPOs, who Mike has no faith in. Oh, and on SanchoNet, all of the SPOs, when they vote, it's the delegated ADA to their stake pool that counts as the SPO's voting power. So the SPO only has as much voting power as he has delegation or she has for the stake pool. And
that is correct.
And yeah, so we would be lowering that to 4%. So only 4% of the SPOs would need to vote yes to create a new or update the Constitutional Committee. And it's currently 51%.
Yeah. So
oh, sorry, Mike. And then last thing, on SanchoNet right now, every SPO has roughly the same amount delegated to their stake pool because we don't really have live delegators, so they just automatically get 1 million, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
exactly.
so we, so it's not like on mainnet right now, if you could get a few whale stake pools to vote, you could get to 51%. Well, not easy, but you get some big whales, you could get that. Whereas on testnet, it's a lot more split up.
Yeah, you need a lot of engagement to do that, but it's doable.
Thanks for that explainer.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So here's what it is. This is CLI stuff. Again, we could go through that. If you don't understand, we'll just like, I'll summarize it. This is the command and all the flags to change the protocol parameter, and we want to change it. We want to lower the SPO threshold to 4.20%.
And where did you get that number, Mike? I'm
It's
kidding.
just
That was
randomly
my idea.
chosen.
And
So
we're changing. Oh, sorry. I have some questions, but I'll save them for
okay,
later.
we need to change these parameters all together, but we're only gonna change the value that we need, which is actually the last tutorial video I did with Van was specifically about that.
Yeah, there's a video for this, right? It's us creating the. So in that
This governance
video,
action.
the governance action we created expired after 10 days and didn't get enough yes votes.
Yep.
Because we didn't really promote it enough. But we're gonna do that again. So yeah, there actually is a video about this exact thing.
Yeah.
Too bad we've kind of a deja vu moment. But no, that's interesting. It goes to show, on Cardano in the future, just because your governance action doesn't pass, it's no skin off your back. You're not punished for that. You can just resubmit it and you can redeposit. If you feel passionate about it, try again, do it again, submit it again, try to rally the people around it again. And if it doesn't work out that time, if you're still passionate about it,
Well,
let it rip.
there's there's a form of punishment about it. I'd say it's the fact that while it is on chain, the deposit that you give for that action,
Staking rewards.
exactly, it doesn't get rewards. It doesn't get in the calculation of your rewards. It's 1 point. Is
Yeah,
it
that's
a
true.
point? Is it a point? It's a point. Okay. So I want all the other ones to be 51% except 0.51, except the one that we need, which is committee normal. So the committee is on normal state and I want 0.04% here. The no confidence, we'll leave it as it is, 51%. We'll just use this.
So that's for the SPOs voting on sending the committee into a state of no confidence, voting on a motion of no confidence, they would still have to have a majority. If they're voting, if they want to update the committee after it's gone into a state of no confidence, they would still need a full majority or a majority. And then
I'm building right now
yes,
an infographic specifically about that too. The thresholds, it's really well done. I would show it to you, but I just don't
hey,
know if I
we'll
can yet.
decide if it's well done. Okay, Mike.
Well,
We'll
I
decide.
worked hard on. Okay, you'll get to decide. But anyway, I believe that it's well done. It should be understandable, possibly, probably, maybe.
But we have to include all of these parameters in this governance action, right? We don't just include the
Yes,
one that we want to change. We have to include them all. So even if they're staying the same, we still have to include them.
all the ones that's in the same bracket. So if you
Yeah.
change a
Or else you'd
single
get an
pool,
error.
yeah, if you change a single pool threshold, you have to include all of them, even if you want them to stay the same for your governance action to work. That's what I did, but I also have to mention the previous governance action that has been enacted of the same type.
Mm.
This might be confusing.
No, but
If you believe this is confusing, then go ahead and go into my YouTube channel.
great YouTube channel.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try with Mike Ornan. Oh, Ornanan. Ornana. There. I'm here.
Beautiful. Great
And
logo.
here, look for the playlist, and you go into Sancho Testnet Guides and Command Line Interface.
Hi everyone.
Yeah.
Today we're going to build a central testnet.
That's not what I wanted to do. And from there, you will see here, there's the last video we just did for the protocol parameter update.
Mm.
And you could go through them all. It tells you how to install a node from CLI. Also how to generate your keys and address, delegations, how to be a drep from the CLI, and how to build governance
Very cool.
actions in both of them. So if you feel a little confused about what's going on right now, you can go there. That's a nice reference. What was I? We need to create that action, right? We want to do that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I got all pool thresholds there. I kept them all to 51% except the one that we want to change. I have my anchor URL, my anchor metadata. And if you guys want to stay to vote on it, it's going to be awesome. I got my stake key for the deposit and to get back my deposit. Sorry. Governance action deposit is the command to query it pretty much. It's 1000 ADA testnet. What am I missing? I'm definitively missing the previous governance action ID here.
So we talked about that in the previous video, right? The idea is
Yep.
that you have to reference the most recent state of the thing you want to change, which is interesting. But didn't we run into this last time though, where there is no current?
There is one.
Or
they did.
Okay.
Yeah, they did change it. They added the Ryan raised the minimum committee size to 7 members.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're referencing that most recent state of governance, essentially. And then if this were to pass, all of a sudden now there's a new most current state of governance based on what we've added.
Yeah.
So it's just like this living constitution, living governance set. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just preparing my 2 flags right here. So I got my 2 flags. Now I need the previous governance action ID for protocol parameter change. Which one has been enacted the last time? And to know that, I need to query the enact state. And I can see it here. That's the last one. So I'll take this. Again, I'm doing it real quick because this has been explained already in the video I showed you.
And that's the transaction ID that made the most recent governance action that was passed and added, right?
Yep. The index is 0. So what do I got? I got this, okay, governance action ID, the deposit, return stake verification, the anchor, which I don't care much. It's I think it's a rickroll from Ryan. That's it. I got it all. Let's build it.
Sounds good. I'll vote on it right now.
Let's build it. Yeah, we need this to pass.
I'm sick of these SPOs, man. I've had enough, and it's time to put them in their place. I can't wait to go on the IOG Discord and say, hey, SPOs, what do you guys think about this? It doesn't matter what you think.
Yeah, this has to pass, right? Okay, so I created my action file. Now I need to submit it on chain. So I will build a transaction to include it. Let's do this. But the proposal file is not the right one. It says info. That's for info action. I'm going to change it for my PP update. Dot action. Everything else is good.
Why is it PP update?
Could have been
What is the PP stand for?
protocol parameter.
Oh, okay.
Transaction does not balance is used on a balanced transaction. Oh man, really?
What did you do? You don't have enough ADA?
I don't.
I can send you some.
Well, no, it's probably the command that's the problem. It's taking the UTXO that has not enough ADA in it. Query
Oh, right.
UTXO. Won't be long, guys. You'll be able to vote on it. Address. $. I want the result of my payment dot address. Yeah. So I'm going to grab this one instead. And I will use this instead of that command. So my transaction hash. So I'll just grab another UTXO. The index is 0. Index is 0. That should work. I'll copy this. Yeah, that's for the deposit. Oh no, raw, damn it. So dumb. That's my action file.
That'll happen.
Oh man. So this is what happens when you try to go too fast. You break things. Really what happens.
I just got 10,000 more ADA. Or TATA.
Actually, the action file is fine. It's just the transaction build that's not good. So I will put it here. And the info action, I need to change it to PP update. And here, the transaction in is going to be my unspent transaction output. Okay, so what happened, for those who doesn't know, I don't have enough ADA to pay for the deposit, which is 1,000 ADA. And the reason is
10,000, right?
no 1,000. It's 1,000.
Oh, okay.
Here on that command that you can like literally copy paste, the transaction in flag that normally include your UTXO that you want to spend to pay for that governance section deposit is the result, $, the result of the command to query the first one on top of the list of your address. But if you look at the one that I have from my address here, it has less than 1,000 because it's in Loveless, right? So in Loveless, 1 million Loveless is 1 ADA. So if you remove
6 digits.
6 digits, you see that I only have 972 ADA in this UTXO that I'm trying to spend for the deposit of 1,000 ADA plus the fee. So I don't have enough. This is why I get an error message right here. The net balance of the transaction is negative. I do not have enough. So I'm going to use that UTXO instead from the same address. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. So it's right here.
I wonder if is this a problem you would have if you were using Sancho Gov tools, for example?
No.
I wonder if that's part of the website. It combines the UTXOs and
Well,
would it
no,
do that automatically?
it doesn't use that command. It'll just,
Oh, okay.
yeah. That's something I just grabbed from SanchoNet, but technically you could
Okay.
yeah, so that's it. It should work. And it does. So now we need
Beautiful.
to sign it. Let's sign it with the stake key and the payment key. I'm signing it and I will submit it. And you guys should be able to see it. Whoops. Yeah, that's done. Gotta know CLI transaction transaction ID, and I'll use the transaction file ex.sign. So here is the governance section ID of.
Will you share that with me, my friend?
Yes, I'll give it to you guys in the chat.
Wonderful.
I'll paste it. Oh, what happened?
Mm,
Having trouble with my Discord? Come on, show me, show me, show me. There it is. I'm going to use it as well. So it should
Use
be
what, sorry?
there. It should be there. I'm gonna see it. I'm going to paste it here and it's there. So if you guys
Oh, nice.
paste, yeah, just paste it in the search bar. You should be able to see the protocol parameter change. I'll view the proposal. And as you can see, these are the thresholds we're trying to modify. So I'm going to vote yes on that. Vote submitted for this governance action. Vote submitted on chain and institutional SPOs. Well, I can't vote on it.
Oh, yeah, so that's interesting. So it already has the abstain and the no votes. 74,000 Tata for abstain and 16, almost 17,000 for automatic no's. So that's a good way to just see what the auto abstains and auto no votes are. How do I copy the governance action ID on SanchoNet?
Oh, you Control Shift C.
But it shows like a truncated version of the, you know what I mean? It doesn't show it in full.
What do you mean? On Sancho
Like I see the
Gov?
protocol. Yeah, I was just gonna copy it to vote on it. But you see how it's like a truncated, shortened version of
Yes, I
the
know.
governance activity.
I told him that it's supposed to be fixed eventually.
So I can't actually get the. Well, I
I'm go
guess it wouldn't be a problem if I was actually using Gov.
I'm going to vote on it right now. Yes, vote.
Did you share it in the Discord, the ID?
Yes, I did. It's in the chat
Oh,
of
my bad.
this
Okay,
channel. Confirm,
got it.
and I will sign it. Dr. Wolf, is it okay with you? Do you want to vote on it?
Yes, I'm getting around to it. Sorry.
So it should be there eventually. There it is. Think to vote, voted. Protocol parameter changed. There it is. Yes, vote. I could actually vote on it as well with this wallet.
Do it.
1,000 in it. Do I have the script? Yeah, I do have it. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Yeah, we're gonna have to promote that governance action. Okay, so let's run the script. DREP vote.
All right. So I voted no. Yeah.
What?
Just vote your conscience, man.
I'm just kidding. I voted yes.
Yeah, it's a testnet. You could vote no, but you should know that voting no in this governance mechanism, voting no has the same weight as not voting at all. This is very important to understand.
Yeah, people who don't vote count as a no.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
If you're active, if your DREP
Right.
is
Assuming
active.
you voted recently. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, that's the good one. Answer. I want to vote yes. Preparing it. Do I want to vote on something else? No. And that's it. It is done. All right, so we got 3 yes. I'm gonna have to use my other DREP for that as well.
Voting now. Just give me one second here.
Query. Oh, that's gone away. DREP stake. And magic or and I want all the reps. Oh, there's a lot.
So a lot of what? Sorry, D reps?
Yeah.
Like 20 or 30? I just voted from the CLI, so
44. If I remove the predefined, we have 44 D reps on SanchoNet right now.
not bad.
And some of them are really super powerful. What the?
Oh yeah.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this guy has 1 million. Yeah, that's. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 1. No, this one has 699,000. Yeah, there's a lot of leverage in there. Damn. Yeah, this one's mine. 5, 6, 3. I got 12 millions on this one. I should use it
Oh,
to vote.
not bad. Yeah. Yeah, you should.
No confidence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, okay, no confidence is fine. The abstain. There's a lot on abstain, man. Not too bad. 74,000.
Yeah.
Do you see 1,000,009 let me see. 9,995?
1 million what?
9,995.
Yeah, there's a couple of them that has 1 million, that's for sure. Why, it's your wallet?
Yeah, that should be me with the 995. I think
95.
that's one.
No, it's not this one. No, they all have like around the same amount. Some of them has more. Anyway, okay. So I should vote on that with my other D reps, that's for sure. Okay, so it's there. You guys have any questions?
Now we just gotta spread the word, huh, Mike?
Yeah, we do. We do need that. We need some yes votes on this. Well, if we want a constitutional committee on SanchoNet. If
I
not,
do. I want more power, Mike. How many times I have to tell you, man? It's all about sweet power. I gotta get the power, man. I also
Yep.
want to lose my mind.
But you won't get it
Okay, I
all.
voted yes, so I see my yes vote. Does that sound about right? 4 votes?
I'm going to check that.
Should it be 5?
I can query the governance action. I do
Yeah, I
have
see
it here.
4 right now. I'm just wondering. I always forget my own hash. Oh, what's a good way to check that, Mike? What's a good way to check my drep key hash
You
from the
mean
from the node?
from the CLI?
Yeah, like how to I always forget. Like sometimes I'm just wondering, like, oh yeah, which one am I? And then
Okay. Okay. I understand.
you know,
You don't yeah, because you have your drep ID. The drep ID is the BEC
yeah,
32. Okay. All right. Let's say this is my keys directory, right? I'm a drep, so I do have a drep ID. drep.id.
wait, I'm sorry,
Equal
I'm
one.
blowing the screen up here a little bit. 1 second.
I'll just clear that. Hold on. There you go.
Oh yeah, perfect.
So
Yeah,
here
so you got your drep ID.
I got my drep ID, but I don't know my hash. Like what hash is this, right?
Right.
There's an easy way you could do a query of your own Cardinal CLI of your own registration from that ID. You can do that. CLI Conway, you query the drep state of your ID. So if I testnet magic 4 for Sancho, not Magioc, magic 4 for Sancho, and the drep key hash, which is that ID.
Okay.
You will see your drep information, including your drep ID
So
is
the com
X.
so the input or the category is drep key hash. Oh right, because it's gonna give you that out. So you okay. And then you enter your drep ID and it
Yeah.
gives
There,
you your
there's two kind
yeah.
of hash, right? Because I didn't show it to you. I could show it to you like this. Drep state like that. It's gonna be easier if you run the command. You see all the options I just did, but you also
hmm
see the definition. So if you go to drep key
Right.
hash here, the drep verification key hash, either in BEC32, the one I used with drep, starting with dreps,
hmm
or X encoded. And you're looking for the X encoded. This one here
So it'll
that you
give you the
see,
opposite of either one you give. It'll spit out the other.
now it will
Okay.
give you, yeah, it will give you the X, the X part of it.
Okay.
But okay, for example,
Yeah, that makes sense.
the command I just used, like right now, I did this, right? I used your drep ID. Whoops,
Mhm.
sorry, hold on, like this, and that's what it gives me. If I run the same command, the very same command, and I just remove your BEC32 ID, and I had this ID that I got from a governance action.
Yeah.
Instead, it will still give me your ID
Still gives you that.
because this is your hash. This is the X hash of your ID,
Yeah.
well,
Okay.
of my ID in this case, and I do have the BEC32 hash of that same ID. But if you do want to find the BEC32 hash of your ID, you can pull it from your drep key because that's where you get it from. So if I want it, I would just like Cardano CLI Conway drep. I think it's drep or governance drep. That's actually governance drep. My bad. Governance drep, and you can look for the ID here, right? So governance drep ID, and then You just have to specify your verification key file and the output format that you wanted. So from your verification key, you can just get your hash. So drep ID, I want to use my drep verification key file, which is drep.vkey. That's my public key. And since it is optional, if I don't mention it, it will give me by default the BEC32.
Oh, okay.
But if I mention it, the output format, and I wanted it
Oh,
in
okay.
X. I want it in X, like what you see
Yep.
in the governance action.
Mm-hmm.
Then I get it in X.
How very nifty. Let me try that. You put drep ID with no dash. Okay. I put a dash in the middle. Boom, I got it.
Oh,
Beautiful. Thank you, sir.
you know, you can always reference from the sweet. I like to plug it.
Is that on the SanchoNet website?
The what?
What you just showed me? Or sorry, I thought that's what you were gonna say.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's on the YouTube. Oh, it's on the cheat sheet.
On the cheat sheet.
Okay.
Uh,
Very nice.
I don't know if you guys are used to that. I made this. It's pretty much a map of all the available commands of the CLI. And this is nice because you can like almost infinitely zoom it. You can just zoom, 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 and then you find all the commands and flags. And
So
everything,
for what we just did, it's on there, huh? We could have
yeah,
just like if I'm like, oh, where's the hex?
yeah, and there's also explanation on how to build those commands. What's in green is Byron, what's in blue is Legacy, I like to call it Legacy, and what's in red or half red, it's Conway, that's what we use. So if you just like go down to the drep here, Cardinal
Hmm.
CLI Conway Governance drep, you can zoom and see the ID option. And from there, you see that what is mandatory to use is, of course, your verification key file or the string of that verification key and the
Hmm.
output format that you want to use, X or BEC32. And you can save that into a file if you want to save it into a file. If you don't, it's just going to post it in your terminal.
Yeah. That's awesome. Very, very cool. I'm gonna just check real quick to make sure.
So again, if I want
My
to,
vote was counted.
yeah, we're going to look for that. Transaction ID. So I got my transaction ID here. And I don't want to break my head. There's some commands that might be, confusing to remember. You can just always go to Sancho. I lost my mouse. Where? What's going on? Okay. If you go into SanchoNet, Sancho Testnet channel of this Discord in the pin message, you got like a bunch of nice commands that you can use to query what you want. So I want to query the governance section that we just did, and I want to see who voted on it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, my vote was counted. Cool. I can
Um,
see my hex. And there's only one, right? So a drep v key should only have one. Yeah, there's only one. Yeah, the same way there's only one drep ID. There's one hex that correlates to it, right?
Yeah.
You couldn't have two hexes for
For the same
one.
ID,
Yeah,
no, you can't.
gotcha. Yeah,
Because
very cool. What is the point though of having the key hash and Oh, because the drep ID is public, but the key hash is a combination of that and the V key, right?
Well, no, not at all. Both comes from
No.
the V key. It's just that it's a
Okay.
yeah, it's a different encryption. But no, you can share both. It's just that the way I see it is when you share an X, you don't know it's an X of what. It could be an X
Oh, right. Yeah.
of a pool
Gotcha.
ID, but when you use
Hmm.
the BEC32, it starts with drep,
Right. Yeah, that makes
and
sense.
it's just a little less confusing. Yeah, so we got a couple of votes right there. 5 votes. So I'm assuming Dr. Wolf voted on it and probably Bob as well.
Mhm.
I hope he did. So yeah,
Looks like
let's
a total of 40,000, almost 41,000 Theta.
we could query that. I don't have, at this point we could make a script because I could get, for example, I don't know how much this person has as a drep state. I got the drep state here, but I want to have each one of those drep stake delegation. No, distribution. Distribution. And I want to see how much they got, how much power everyone has. So I'm going to start with this guy here, which is probably me. So this guy has nothing.
Cumulative power.
Yep. I can see how much you got delegated to yourself. I'm going to try somebody else. Oh, there you are. Okay. So this guy has, I don't know who it is. He has 39,000 delegated to him.
Oh, that's me.
That's
Yeah,
you.
I'm rich as hell. Yes, sir.
All right.
I'm gonna keep drawing from the faucet too, just to do my part. I'll get some more tomorrow.
Who else do we have here? I want to see it. Yeah, we could, I could actually script something to just like compile all those voting powers and see how much voting power I got total, and you can get that. Let's say you script something, this could actually be easy to do that. It's just it takes time. You query the governance
Oh,
action,
just
and from that governance
yeah.
action, you had variables and commands to query each of those who voted on it, their voting power.
Their power. Yeah.
And from that, you grab the query to grab all the reps voting power, and you have
Yep.
suddenly something to calculate the percentage of.
How close to the threshold you are. You could say,
Yeah,
hey, you're X amount away from meeting the threshold. That would be cool. That would be really cool.
I don't
That
have
would be an
time.
awesome
Before
thing.
April, I'm like 100% on my graphics, but that could be something I could actually script
Could I do it if I used if I used the skeleton from your SanchoNet voting script? Is there like a way I could get under the hood of that and maybe just change some variables? I know I'm making it sound easy.
Well,
I've wanted
it's
to
a
do that though. I wanted to actually take your voting script and just tinker with it, play with it, see if I
you
could
can.
maybe
Yeah, you
add
can.
some, you know what I mean? Just add some
Of
touches to
course.
it.
It's a bash
Hey,
script. Bash script is plain text, right? We all know. Well,
Right.
so if I just nano into it, uh,
We can edit it.
it's right there. I mean, it's all plain text. I can't hide nothing to people. It's just like, okay, I made it nice with colors, right? But all the commands are there. Variables, commands, my loops, uh, everything, everything's there, and even
you could
the
call this. You could call this query section, this query part, since we're able to query all these different things. You could call it the Oprah request, like when you're making when you're making your relevance to the senator in Congress.
the Oprah query.
What was the name
Yeah.
of this script, by the way, Mike? It was called governance vote or something.
drep
Trying to
drep
remember where I
vote.
put it.
Yeah, drep
Oh,
vote
drep
dot
vote. Yeah.
sh. Do you have you do have the last version? I made a repository specifically for that.
Oh, okay. Let me check because
Yeah,
I don't remember where I put it.
github.com/hornan7, enter. And this is my repository. For those who don't know, you can
Beautiful.
follow and like and subscribe. Anyway, you go into
Like and subscribe, ring
repository.
the bell.
In repository, you look for Sancho batch vote. And when you click on that, there's the script is there with the license, who pretty much tells everyone like you can use it as much as you want. And if you want to modify it, or you believe that you could add a nice feature to it, you can also do a pull request. And anyway, so there's a README if you want to get it to install the script from your key directories. You just copy paste this. You copy it and you paste it. And what it does, it just get the script and it gives permission only to yourself to use it and to run it. And if you want to see
And
the
this script
script,
was, you can see the stages in the when you nano in. Step one is build the transaction. So it's the steps we were doing earlier. It's the steps you have to do to, and of course the script is just to make it simpler, faster.
oh yeah,
But
instead of copy pasting, well, there's some query parts that I modified because it's a batch voting. So if you have like somebody like me who spam the countless numbers of governance action in the same transaction ID, the script query the right number automatically. So if you have like 36 governance actions for the same ID, the script itself will tell you that there's this much. And it
so what
will.
would the first note? Oh, sorry, Mike.
No, I was done. What was your
Sorry, I
question?
just got excited. I was gonna say what would be the first step in what we were just talking about. So we would want to query.
Oh,
We're tr
the way I would do it
step.
is first
Yeah,
if you want to, if I would like to make I'd say a query of
because you
governance
would just
power on your
input
vote.
yeah.
Query
So but
vote.
you would because we're looking at it for a particular governance action ID, right? Like we want to see how close
Yeah.
a specific
Okay.
governance action is.
I would make a prompt asking you for your governance action ID first, and from the result of that prompt, because it asks you for a prompt, and the prompt becomes a variable. So that variable, you can use it to then filter the output, which is going to be
Oh,
this,
right.
and you filter the output to grab only the key hash of all the reps who voted on it. And
Mhm.
from those new variables, because you just like you filter those into a variable again, you then run the query for their stake distribution, where you would again filter the output and only keep the number of stake delegated to them. And from that,
Mhm.
you get another variable that is the query of the entirety of everyone's stake that are active, and then you just convert that into a percentage of what's the percentage of vote yes that you got on your governance action ID against the total amount. And then
Yeah.
you can tell people that you get like 20% of the D reps who voted yes on your governance action ID. You still need that much amount uh, to make it pass or to
So
cross
so
the
the
D.
so the user would input the governance action ID. You would filter the output from that
Yeah.
to only collect the hash of the DREPs who have voted yes.
Yes.
But it wouldn't matter the ones that have voted no, right? Because ultimately we just want to see
You
how
only want
far
the
we
yes
are
votes.
from yeah. So you would just need the yes votes, and then you need to
The
collect
abstain.
the voting power.
The abstain as well. You would need to grab the abstain because the abstain has an influence, not necessarily on the yes and on the no votes, which I explained further in a graphic that's not out yet. But you know what? Actually,
So you need yes and the abstains.
yes. The more I explain these things, and the more I actually realize that this graphic is going to be really useful. I'm super anxious to get it out, man. It's like I worked so hard on it. I
I'm sure it'll be great, man. I'm sure it'll be great. Can't wait.
Yeah, so that's
Well,
what,
So-
that's
I'm
what I
gonna
would do.
I'm gonna slaughter your script though, Mike, and I'll send it to you and see what you think. I'll give it my best shot. Try to come up with something.
Yeah, go ahead, play with it.
That'll be
I
cool.
mean, just you know, you can literally fork the repository if you wanted to, and just like
Oh, okay.
modify it
Mhm.
as much as you want.
Can I just
I have it
clarify
open on my
something?
instance right now.
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
So the abstain vote does that give more weight than a no vote?
What do you mean? More weight?
I don't know. I heard you guys saying something that like you yes vote and an abstain
Yes.
vote, but you didn't mention no vote. Does that mean that the abstain vote is more powerful than a no vote? I don't get it.
Okay, you know what? Uh, I'll finish the video right now because it's 9:30. So thanks, guys, and we'll see you at the next workshop.
Hey, so thanks for watching. Yeah, I had to stop the video because I wanted to show these guys the infographics that back then wasn't already out, but now it is, obviously. So the next video is going to be about it. That's another workshop that we already recorded, and I'm compiling it right now, and it's going to be ready soon enough. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.